On a quiet, rainy evening, Anna stood silently by the window, listening to the gentle tapping of raindrops against the glass. In her hand was a small bouquet of roses, the kind her husband, Karen, used to give her every year on their wedding anniversary. But today, there was no message, no call, no sign that he remembered this special day. They had been married for 6 years. In the beginning, their love was passionate, filled with laughter and sweet, spontaneous moments. They held hands everywhere they went, made silly videos in the middle of the night, and found happiness for no particular reason. But gradually, things changed. The laughter faded, replaced by petty arguments. The air between them became quiet and cold, like a sad song losing its melody. Still, Anna held on to hope that Karen would remember. She glanced at the clock, 7:43 p.m. Maybe he forgot. She whispered, heart heavy. Despite her disappointment, she waited. A faint hope still flickered in her loving heart that perhaps their love hadn't vanished completely. Suddenly, the doorbell rang, pulling her from her swirling thoughts. She rushed to open the door, heart pounding. There stood Karen, her husband, whom she thought had forgotten, holding a cake and wearing a shy smile. "Happy anniversary," he said softly. Tears welled up in Anna's eyes. She threw her arms around him. "You remembered? I want to make things right. Tonight, just you and me, okay?" The small house felt unusually warm and cozy. They turned on soft music, lit some candles, opened a bottle of sparkling juice, and danced under the glowing lights. All worries seemed to melt away in that moment, leaving only music, familiar arms, and beautiful memories rushing back. Then the phone rang from the bedroom. Anna gently stepped away from Karen's embrace to answer it. "Hello?" A serious voice came from the other end. "Ma'am, I'm calling from the city police department. Is this the number of Mr. Karen Mehta?" Anna was confused. "Yes, he's my husband. What's going on?" "I'm sorry to inform you that a man was in a serious accident this afternoon while stepping off a bus. He didn't survive. We found this number in the wallet he was carrying." Anna froze. She couldn't believe what she was hearing. She turned to look. Karen was still right there, or was he? Still holding the phone, Anna stood frozen in the middle of the room. Her ears rang, her heart raced. "This can't be," she whispered, voice trembling. "My husband is here, in the house." There was a pause on the line, then the officer continued, voice solemn. "I understand this is difficult to accept, ma'am, but the accident occurred at 3 p.m. We need a family member to identify the body. Please come to the station as soon as possible." The phone slipped from Anna's hand. Her mind spun, everything blurred. She ran to the living room where she and Karen had just danced, where the cake still sat on the table. But Karen was gone. The music still played softly, but he was nowhere to be found. The room suddenly felt cold and empty, mirroring her heart. Anna collapsed to the floor, breathing rapidly, tears streaming down her face. Was it real? She choked out. Did he just come back to say goodbye? Images flashed through her mind, the arguments, the angry words, the long silences caused by pride. She wept. "I didn't know. We were running out of time." Just then, the bathroom door creaked open, and Karen stepped out, towel around his neck. "I forgot to tell you, someone stole my wallet today. What a mess." Anna stood frozen. She stared at him, unblinking. You're still here?" Without waiting for an answer, she rushed to him, threw her arms around him and sobbed. "I thought I had lost you forever." Karen looked at her, puzzled, as tears rolled down her cheeks. "What's wrong, love?" he asked, confused but concerned. Anna held him tightly, afraid he might disappear if she let go. Her voice was barely audible, filled with emotion. "For a few minutes, I thought I'd lost you, and in that moment, I realized just how much I love you." Karen gently stroked her hair, still unsure what had happened, but sensing the depth of her feelings. He didn't press for answers. The room grew quiet again. Soft golden light surrounded them as they stood in each other's arms, an ordinary moment filled with extraordinary emotion. Anna never told him about the phone call. It didn't matter anymore. What mattered was this. He was here, alive, real, breathing, and her heart still had a chance to love again. Then she whispered, "We've wasted too much time on silence, pride, and small fights. I don't want to do that anymore." Karen smiled, squeezing her hand. "Neither do I." At last, Anna understood something simple but precious. Love isn't something to save for later. Love now. Say the kind words, forgive the small things, and cherish every moment, because tomorrow is never promised.